There we go. So welcome again to mobility and flexibility. So not a very active class. We're going to be sweating, more stretching, relaxation, stretching the muscles, moving the joints all over our bodies. So we just want to make sure that we give our body a little tune-up. So we'll be doing that today. Usually we'll start with our face stretches, massages. So let's go ahead and start by looking down, opening our jaw, then looking up, maintaining our jaw open, but once we've looked up, we want to close it. So it should look something like this. You should feel a nice stretch throughout your neck and your throat. So let's do 12 of those. So again, look down. That's one. All right, and that's 12 there, at least for me. So if you're taking a little bit longer, that's fine. All right, once we're there, we're gonna go ahead and then work on some massage, some facial muscle work. So the way we're gonna do that is just inhale and puff up our cheeks with air. And then we're just gonna massage in a circular motion. Okay, I usually don't like using the knuckles, not so much the fingertips, but I mean, whatever you like. So we're gonna go into circular motion. Then let's counter it. So let's go in reverse now. All right, and again, your cheeks should get a little bit of fatigue from that. So relaxing a little bit. What we're gonna do now is again, get some air in there, and then we're just gonna draw soft lines from the end of our eyes to the end of our lips, okay? We'll maintain our cheeks inflated, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. All right, Debbie, thank you. Glad you're able to sign in. All right, relax those cheeks, get really tired quickly. Now we're gonna do the same with our cheeks, puff them up, and draw a line from the bottom of our ears to our lips, okay? So we're just trying to get some blood flow, working those muscles and that motion. Okay, so we're just trying to do that. So let's go ahead. Just drawing lines from the end of our ears, the bottom of our ears to the end of our lips. All right, very good. Next one we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale for about 3 seconds, and then we're gonna exhale through a small little pipe that we're gonna make with our lips right now. So just try to make a small little hole with your lips, and we're gonna exhale through that. You should feel your diaphragm getting a little bit tight, and you should feel your core contracting. So when you see people flexing their stomachs, have a nice six-pack figure, that's probably what they're doing. They're contracting that, and this motion is gonna help do that. Okay, so inhale. Okay, so we're gonna inhale 3 seconds. Feel that getting tight. There's about 6 more of those. Start getting firm in this area. Do 2 more. All right, very good. All right, so I did see some folks requesting, some stretches for their shoulder. So again, we will be stretching our neck now. That's connected to our shoulder, so we'll be warming that area out. So we're gonna start doing that now. So let's go ahead and just start softly looking left to right. Hey Debbie, morning. Good morning everyone again. I missed you. Kind of up and down. I've seen a couple names I haven't seen in a while, our first time, so welcome back. It's always great to see those folks that we haven't seen in a while. All right, now we're going to do neck circles. So we're just going to softly rotate our neck in all directions. Very softly. Okay. You're not trying to get a workout in. Not really trying to do it fast. Just trying to get some mobility, some nice stretches around our neck. All right, switch directions. All right, very good. All right, we're gonna grab the left side of our head with our right arm and just allow that to drop to the right. And I like putting my hand just underneath my thigh so that shoulder stays fixed. Otherwise, I could just do this. But if you put that hand underneath your thigh, that shoulder gets locked in. And this is as far as you could go. So there you go, Nancy. Good morning, Nancy. No one's live with me today, so I'm doing this in front of a black screen. If anyone wants to go live. All right, let's switch. Hey, there's Debbie. Thank you. All right. When it's just me on the blank screen, I start yawning and just forget that I'm teaching a class sometimes. Okay, and the last neck one we're going to do is going to be the neck retraction. So this one's the one that we do like turtles. So shoulders back and neck comes forward, neck goes back. Okay. Forward, back. And with this one, you might feel a nice stretch on your scapula, which is back here in your shoulder blade. Do some light pops. Okay. All right. Now we're gonna work our way down. We'll get all the chair ones out of the way first. So for those of you guys that were requesting shoulder work, We got some here, so we're just gonna be that right arm across. Feel that nice stretch, pull. Yeah, Nancy. Yeah, just go ahead and leave me your email address, and I'll make sure to send you the link. All right. So, thank you. All right, we're gonna switch. All right, right arm comes behind us, and we're gonna push down. And we're gonna switch. Very good. Okay, next one we're gonna do, it's almost like a scratching pose. Imagine we were cats and we had a scratching pose in front of us. And what I want us to do is imagine the scratching pose here, and we're gonna reach and scratch with our claws and go down and reset. And reset. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So we're gonna reach, arms extended, and just reach down towards our legs and come back. Feel a nice stretch on our arms, on our shoulders, on our back. And reset. Very good. Great. Good going. Let's do about two more. Last one. Reach. Pull. Right, great. Awesome. Okay, we'll continue with the trigger ones. So next one, just give yourself a big hug. Try to reach as far back with your hands. Just hug it out. Let's just reach up towards the sky. Both our arms. Let's get right. Left. Keeping those arms up. Get a nice stretch. That upper back, your intercostals. Very good. Shoulders, we have a little bit to have a balance. So, all right, we're gonna do some mobility on our hips too. So, be backing that up, and a little bit of balance work as well. Okay, so now we're gonna work on some hip mobility. So just bringing those legs up. I did see some folks that wanted to work on some leg stuff. So here you go, working on some leg mobility. Just bring those high knees. And then to get a little bit more, let's actually pull on it. Bring that knee closer to your chest. Great. Let's go left leg. We're going to do performance stretch. So bring that right leg over your left knee. And then we're going to push down or lean towards that right knee. Lean down on it. Right, we're going to switch. All right, now we're going to bring that right leg across. Now we're going to bring it up towards our chest. You should really feel that nice stretch in your piriformis. Running through here. So these stretches are important. There is a big nerve that runs through that area that we're stretching now. If that area gets too tight or we cramp up, it could, make that nerve a little bit, get it in a tight position, which could cause pain in other areas of our body. So that's why we emphasize in the piriformis quite a bit. And also for some lateral mobility. So lateral mobility is just when we're moving side to side. We're not always just moving forward and back. So make sure we stretch that out. This feels nice. All right, let's switch. Left leg. Up. Left. It's a little tighter than usual. All right, very good. All right, now we're gonna go with hip openers. Back this up a little bit more. So hip openers, it's gonna be here, upright, and we're gonna go that right leg in and out. So just keeping your hips forward, make sure we're rotating at that hip. Rotating at that leg to go in and out. Two more. Right, left leg. Very good. Okay. All right. So now we did our hip hinge where we lifted it. Now we're gonna work on some. This one is gonna be leg extensions. Okay. So I like putting both my hands under my right leg, right at the edge, and then helps me elevate the leg a little bit. And then I'm just gonna just extend that right knee. I'm doing about 15 of these. So whenever you guys are feeling sore, something's feeling tight or tender, it's really good just to go easy that day. You know, sometimes it could be lack of motivation where you just have to break through that and just put on the walking shoes and go for a walk. But sometimes it's something else and you might be in pain or it's too tight or too sore. And that's where movements like what we're going over right now come into play. All right, we're gonna go with the left leg now. So again, just elevate it. Again, we're just control it. Control it on the way up, control it on the way back. Okay, very good. All right, let's drink some water real quick. We'll breathe, have some water. We're still not done yet. All right. Okay. Next one we're gonna do is going to be leg lifts. Okay. So this one's more of a strength one, but it does work on a little bit of mobility on the legs. So we'll be using this one. So leg straight, arms below leg, and then we're just gonna lift up. Okay. Just lifting motions. All right. That's about it. Not too much because that one could get tiring. Left leg. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and do our ABCs. So you guys remember our ABCs? So we're gonna do one leg at a time. So right leg first. We're gonna do the shapes of the alphabet. Okay, so just A, B, C, D, E, all the way to Z. Okay, once you've done that, let's switch to the other leg. I know these take a little while, but we really need to move our ankles in all the ways that it's meant to be moved. Okay, there's over 20 bones in our ankles, so we have to make sure that all those bones are mobile. Okay. All right, the next one, we're gonna get going. If you have a tennis ball, a golf ball, even a water bottle, but a tennis ball or a golf ball would work best. Let's go ahead and grab those. Okay, so I have my golf ball here. Okay. And then just gonna go ahead and apply some pressure. Just roll it around, work those tendons. Let's find a spot where it's tender and let's push down on it. All right, let's go with the left leg or left arch. All right, let's find that tender spot. All right, very good. Great. Okay, let's go ahead and grab a rag. If you have your socks, you can grab your socks. If you have a small rag, that works too. So I do want to work on some arch work. A lot of people, always want to work on their chest, on their abs, on their biceps, but they forget about their tendons and their arches. We want to make sure we don't forget about those. So I got a pretty big rag here. I'm just going to go ahead and grab it, drop, bring it back, drop. Just make sure you're spraying it out with your feet. Just do a couple more. Make sure you're gripping that, dropping it. Okay, let's go. Switch with the left leg. Yeah, this one's always a little bit weaker for me, so I struggle with this one. Let's do 3 more. All right, very good. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna put this aside. And then now we're gonna start with our shoulder work. I know some folks were requesting some shoulder mobility, some stretches, so let's go ahead and do that. So do me a favor and grab a broom, a stick, fishing rod. I've used a fishing rod before, an umbrella. I have my foam roller I'm gonna be using right now. So grab any long, rigid item that you have around. Get creative. Is that my foam roller here? All right. We're just gonna start lightly, just go left to right. Again, thank you again, everyone attending. I know this is usually one of our lowest attended classes. I'm always nervous at this one because this one, if any of my classes get dropped, it might be this one because of low attendance. But today's, we had a pretty good showing, so hopefully we can continue that. All right, let's go 30 degrees with that left shoulder. So slight lift, 30 degrees. You got Doris, you got Nancy, Susan, and thank you. All right, 60 degrees. So arm comes 60 degrees forward. 90 degrees right in front of us. Okay, our hips are right in line. So work on that left shoulder, a little bit of work on that right one. Really just trying to rotate. And then now that left one is going to come back. Okay, so that left shoulder, we're pushing it back behind us. All right, let's go with the right one. So that right one, start lifting it up. So 30 degrees. $60 degrees. Right arm could get tired. All right, 90 degrees, okay? So scratch, 90 degrees. All right, very good. Shake it out. Okay. Now that right arm we're bringing back behind us. All right, great. Okay, so we're just gonna have it in front of us. We're not training our trunk, we're just training our shoulders, okay? Our arms are coming left to right. We'll do trunk rotations after this one. Well, actually, we have a couple more, I forgot. So we'll do other ones for right now. All right, next one we're gonna do is bring the item, the stick behind us, and we're gonna bring our elbows up and down. And then we're gonna go left to right behind us. And next we're gonna do is just lift that up and down. Okay, Elena. Okay. Nice to see you here. All right, so next we're gonna go transition with some of our common warm-up movements. So we just did our shoulders, maybe a little bit fatigued, so we'll rest some. So we'll do trunk rotations. So left, right. Right, ab circles. Ready? So light stance, cut left, cut across, up back. So about 2 more per side. Last one. Okay. Oh, we got our hula hoops. Actually, we'll do some balance work after that. So giant hula hoops, working our hip flexors, our lats. I got finally, for those of you guys that have been in the other classes, I got my macadamia nut oil, so I can start cooking with that now. This morning I tried it, and I was gonna pair my eggs to some potatoes that I had from a couple of days ago. Um, so I think that's reversed. My potatoes are definitely rancid. They were spoiled. They had not the best smell or taste because I did happen to eat a few of them. At first, I thought it was the macadamia nut oil that just had a different taste, and then I went back to my fridge and I checked the rest of the potatoes, and yeah, they had a funky smell. So I won't be making potatoes in bulk as much as I did this last time. So yeah, it's not the I didn't know potatoes could smell like that. Very, very good. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and do just high knee marches very slowly. And I want them slowly so we can work on balance. So really try to drive that knee up. Very good. Okay, let's go ahead and find a counter, whatnot, and we're gonna do some leg swings. Okay, so just go ahead. You're gonna go back and forth. Just back and forth. Okay, left leg. Okay, okay, here we go. So now we're gonna go and just go across our midline. All right, switch. Left leg. All right, very good. Okay, next what we're gonna do is a quad stretch, a little bit of balance work here. So let's pull back. We're gonna do a little bit more hip mobility with the chair and the counter after a deep squat. Just gonna finish this regular routine. Next one's we'll do will be on the floor. We'll do all of our back ones. Yeah, a lot of them are back and some balance work. So, okay, switch. Looks like the cool days that we had earlier this week are gone. It's warm again. All right, hamstring stretch. So slight bend at the knees. And let's just bring our hands down, our shins, and just reach down. And let's bring our knees back. Continue breathing, reaching. Let's relax. All right, deep squat stretch. Drop your hips at the same height as your heels. Separate your knees with your elbows and want to remain upright with our chest up, looking up. All right, let's get off our heels and our toes. Remain upright. All right, drop those heels. Rise back up using your hands. Okay, and then now we're going to use a chair. So the same chair we were using just now. Let's go ahead and post it adjacent to our counter. So I got my counter right here. So what I'm going to do, we've done this one before, but the right leg extended, we're going to go over and reverse as well. And we want to do about 8 of these per direction, okay? So go ahead and do that. All right, very good. Okay, let's go with the left leg. Once you've done that, this one's a little bit tighter. All right, time. Okay. All right, so we're gonna put this away now. We're gonna get in the quadruped position. So grab your yoga mat, have a drink of water, and we'll start shortly. So just get your setup going. All right. Next, we're going to go ahead and get in the quadruped position. All right. So on our fours, and we're going to do the cat-cow. For this one, we're going to inhale, arch up, exhale, arch down, bringing our belly towards the floor. Okay, make sure your wrists are right under your shoulders. Your knees are right below your hips. Ready? And up, down, 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 up, down. Okay, next one we're gonna arch up, and then we're gonna do the bunny pose. So we're gonna arch up and bring our hips back to our heels, and reach forward with your arms. You could drop your elbows if you like, and we're gonna hold this for about 45 seconds. All right, reset. Now we're gonna lean forward, keeping our hips over our knees. We're gonna reach with our arms, drop those elbows. You can drop your head and sit here for 45 seconds. Make sure your hips stay above your knees. And if you don't feel it as much, you could reach out with your arms in front of you, as long as you don't move your hips over your knees. And let's reset. Okay, this next one, we're gonna be working on our sides. So again, we're gonna, I like for you to do these while looking down the entire time. So just observe first before you attempt and look around while you're in this position, because that can really hurt your neck. So we're gonna, first, we're gonna arch up. We're gonna first crawl to the right, then arch up. Remember, our knees and our feet didn't move. We're gonna drop our hips down. Okay, so try that. So again, from that reset position, just do a few moves over to your right. Once you're there, arch up and bring your glutes to your heels. And you should feel that stretch on your left side. Switch. So now we're gonna do this movement to the left side. Arch up. Bring your glutes back to your heels. Feel that stretch on your right rib, your right back. let's reset. Okay, what time is it? 11:02. Okay, if you want to do, let's get on our bellies first. And we're just gonna get on our chest. And we're just gonna rest our arms, resting on our elbows right next to us. And we're just gonna hold this position for about 30 seconds. Okay, let's put our hands where our elbows were, and then now we're gonna press up and try to fully extend that so we're fully extending our back. We're gonna reach that. Then do the thoracic stretch. So for this one, just gonna get in that reset position. Like when we start with our cool down. Start here. I'm gonna go hold the right underneath my thighs. And I want to bring my chest close to my thighs as much as possible. Okay, so I'm going to do that by doing little breaths, but I'm going to continuously continue to move downwards with my chest. Okay, all right, ready? Begin. My chest is getting closer and closer than when I first started. Remember, take nice breaths. Relax. Okay, let's bring our heels together, our feet together. Try to separate or bring our knees down. Okay, now we're going to cross them. And we're going to lean forward. Feel that on your lats, your outside glutes. And let's go ahead and bring our left heel in, right leg back. Stretch out that quad muscle. Don't forget tomorrow cardio and core at 10 a.m. So tomorrow will be one of those sweaty days where we're active. Today's more of a recovery day. Bring that right leg in, right heel in, left leg back. Right. Okay. So now we're gonna go ahead and get on our side, almost like clam shells. Now we're gonna be doing book openers. Okay. So if you guys remember those book openers, get here like clam shells. I'm gonna be resting on my right side, on my left arm, left hand, and on top of my right arm, right hand. And without moving my hip or my lower body, I'm gonna go ahead and open up with my left arm, come across, and make sure that my left palm or the back of it makes contact with the ground. I'm gonna hold for about 2 seconds before I reset. And I wanna do 10 of these. And hold for about 2 seconds and reset. All right, once we've done that, let's flip it on our left side. So super nice. Stretch our lower our back. So now our left arm is on the floor and our right arm is on top of it. Again, we're just gonna do the reverse. Okay, very good. All right, the next one we're gonna do is hip drops. Okay, this might be our last one. So hip drops, again, we want our arms extended off to the sides. We're gonna get in this crunch position, where we're just gonna drop the hips left without bringing our back off the ground, and then right. Okay, so continue that. Let's do about 3 more on each side. Last one. All right. Very good. All right, ladies. Thank you again. Hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more loose, not so tight. But yeah, hopefully any questions before we head out? Now's a good time to ask. I'll stop the recording.